Hello. Are you excited? I know I am. Ish. Bless this day and the coffee the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. So far, I haven't lost the cover. Oops, that's upside down. We'll see as the year goes on how long I can keep doing this. That'll come in handy when it's hot out. Nice little fan before I lose this. You have to be confident in your potential and aware of your inexperience. This could go a couple of different directions. Let's see if we can compartmentalize here into the channel best with this quote. If you're working on something, working on starting something new for yourself, learning a new skill, learning how to cook, you're a new parent, you're socially awkward and you're trying to become socially graceful, confident, and maneuver a room. You're working on a promotion, you've just received a new job, or been moved in your job to a new position that you're unfamiliar with. You're thinking about making a change. Maybe it's one you've been thinking about for a while, rather than changes that are just sort of happening, bigger families, meeting people, and trying to learn new skills, things that you're doing. When we go to do, you have to go in with a sense of humility. If you aren't confident at all in your potential, to maybe just pull it off, to maybe just be okay, to maybe just be proud of yourself when you're done with all of this, to maybe just be able to do it, you won't even bother doing it. So you have to be confident in your potential to do that thing. But aware of your inexperience. Be humble. Be realistic. New things are new, especially very big new things. If you're a social butterfly, the antithesis of a social butterfly, if you're terrifically shy and closed off and you don't spend a lot of time with other people, and you want to learn how to branch out, you're not going to attend your first big social gathering and just burst into a social butterfly and schmooze the room and just be socially graceful and know what fork is the salad fork and what is the soup spoon and where to put your napkin. You're not gonna know what you're doing because it's new. If you've never, even if you're a good cook and you've never tried baklava before, baklava can be really challenging to pull off. Even if it's a venture that you're familiar with, when you go outside your box and you try something new, it's new. It's brand new. Don't expect to be perfect. You'll be disappointed with something that could be great because it's not up to your standard of what you anticipated, what you projected. This perfect scenario, this immediate result, this full fruition of this thing that you're trying to do. You're not always going to be a perfect parent. I don't know if there is such a thing as a perfect parent. There's wonderful, excellent parents that try their best, caring, loving parents that attempt. But you're going to lose your temper. Especially when you're new and you're tired and you don't know what you're doing. I know if I were to wind up having a child, they put it in my arms, I wouldn't know what to do with the thing. I would be so out of my element. It's new. It's a balance. You have to have the right balance of seeing your own potential, seeing the possibility of this opportunity, seeing the possibility of trying to do something new. Anything new, whether it's, like I said, take a different trip, walk to work in a different direction, something small to something huge. You have to see your own potential in it. And if you don't have a certain amount of confidence in yourself, you're not going to bother, or you're not going to put forth the full effort, put your full self into it, try to see what you can make of this thing, what can come out of it. But you have to come in with humility as well, not expecting to set yourself up for disappointment, for it not being grand, fantastic, and come to full fruition, reach mastery right off the bat, and or come in with a pompous attitude that you are all-knowing, especially if in group scenarios like on your job, that you know best when you are new. And you are new to the position, you will off-put people by not acknowledging your own inexperience, and be willing to look up to those who know better. We're a novice until we're not a novice. And the same can be true to life as a whole. In life, for you to do good, for you to progress, for you to have a happy, healthy, fulfilling life, you have to believe in yourself. You have to have enough confidence in yourself to see that you have potential. Whatever it is you want, whatever it is you think you could improve to be happier and more fulfilled in your life and in yourself, you have to believe in yourself that it's possible and see the potential that you have, which can be hard for some of us to see our own potential. You have to have enough confidence to see your own potential. And you have to be realistic and understand that despite that you have massive potential, please see it, that it's new. You haven't yet stepped out into these ventures yet, and it's going to be awkward and bumpy, and you're going to take wrong roads and make mistakes, and it's going to be effort, and you should look to people who know, and that you're not going to get there overnight. Diligence, consistency, not losing faith in yourself. Don't overestimate your own abilities when you start out, thinking you know everything, thinking you know how to get there when you really don't, because it's new to you. Believe that you can get better, your life can get better, you're filled with potential, more than you can see in yourself. Seek out trusted other people, potentially even therapy, to help you pull out what potential you have that you're just oblivious to, because we are our own worst critic. And when you do try those things, try to grow that potential in you. Recognize with patience, humility, and grace that you are a novice at tapping that potential, and it takes time and practice for it to come to fruition. It takes time and practice to see the fullness and fulfillment possibilities, even of ourselves. So for a happier life and a happier self, when you try a new thing, have confidence that there's potential in it and potential in you, and humility that it will take time, patience, and you are a novice, not a know it all. And in yourself and in your life, try to recognize your own potential. It's easy to see our limitations, much harder to see our potential, especially if it's untapped. Try to recognize that you do have potential and find out where that is and pull that thread and expect it. Might not look like potential at all at first. It might look awkward, clumsy, and silly, like the socially awkward person who shows up at the party. They might appear horribly awkward at first. It's not a failing. They probably never agreed to show up before. It's actually progress. It takes time and practice. You have to be confident. Be confident in your potential and aware of your inexperience. It's a balance. Good morning. Goodbye. Love you guys.